Hey guys, welcome back to the show today, and I appreciate you for joining me. What a whirlwind year it has been, and this new year has been taken off faster than I ever expected. And today I'm going to talk about how a PTA can charge more than they can earn working clinically in a clinical setting. Now here's how I actually help PTAs charge what they're worth so that they can work less and earn more. I hear all of the time in the PT space, raise your prices, charge what you're worth. But guys, on the flip side of this statement, I found a very clear misunderstanding in what this statement actually means and as it resonates with a PTA, what it means. And I've been speaking with PTAs over the last year and a half that want to start their own business. And some of them have already started their business. Both of these people don't have the business skills to set pricing according to what their market will allow them to. And many people just pick a number that is way too low to cover business expenses, leaving them in a job instead of helping them to become an established, successful business owner. And in this area, we are not taught in school what to do to be able to create pricing and services and to build a business. So I want to share you ideas and how I actually help PTAs price their services based on their market and their business needs. Now, I've spoken to many of you that want to earn what you make in your clinical position, and some of you that wish to charge over $300 an hour for a new service that is not really any different than what the current market is offering for a lower price. So let's dive into how I actually help my owners. To provide you with some background, I come from a PTA clinic ownership mindset. Now guys, I started my journey charging reasonable rates, and then I actually raised my prices as the cost of my business demands required it. And during this time, I've met many practitioners that specialize in energy healing, Thai yoga massage, trauma treatment, and other modalities that charge rates of $100 to $300 an hour. And it still blows me away when a customer tells me that they went and purchased an insert foot pain that cost them over $1,000 and they continue to have pain. And I'm not in the mindset that you need to charge enormous amounts of money and capitalize on pain or tightness. That is not my mindset at all. My mindset is based on the value of what I'm able to provide to my customer divided by the cost of running my business. Now, every year that I've been in business, my prices have had to go up to cover the cost of business growth and business expansion. When I started in business, I actually established pricing based on my market research, and my pricing was actually higher than some of the PT cash practices that were in around my area. Many PTs were able to raise their prices after seeing me raising my prices. Now, my business degree and experience told me that I could not afford to establish pricing based on a rate that would not allow me to profit, and the current PT cash-based clinics were way underpricing their product, and it didn't meet what the consumer was willing to pay for those services. Now, my target customer experiences pain and tightness, and they're looking for care that will keep them away from surgery and provide them with a healthier musculoskeletal system. My current rates are $105 a session, and my sessions are all half-hour sessions. My pricing did not begin there. It has simply evolved based on the needs of my business and the value and the care that is required to help my clients meet their established personal goals. I set my prices by understanding market demand and by performing a SWAT competitor analysis. And at the time I opened Stretch Physical Therapy, there were a few cash practices around, but not very many. And my competitors tended to be more larger clinics that were more surgical inclined and surgical based PT. So I was able to gain clients that were looking for a better quality PT. I provided a better client outcome, but this population and insurance was not willing to pay for preventative care. I also established my clinic in an area that was growing, and the income in that area was between about $85,000 and it went up to million a year or more in some areas. And my clinic signage was facing street traffic that was about a 30,000 population that drove by that sign a day, and it's well over 50,000 a day now. Now, I remember my PT website designer telling me that I didn't even need a sign. And I put one up anyway, and the signage paid for itself in the first week in business. I actually recall the conversation with my PT website designer at that time, and he told me go out and take a picture of my sign because he wanted to know what was so special about it that it helped drive traffic to my business. Guys, I've said this before in many other videos, signage, branding, and many other factors are going to help you draw people into your clinic. But if your pricing is not right, it can also drive them right outside your door too. So here's what I did. I called around to every PT clinic that the PT would talk to me. I reviewed PT websites. I looked into other holistic services, and I wanted to see what everybody offered and what they charged for their services. Let's kind of break it down by using an example. As a stretch mobility coach practice, I collaborate with PT clinics, chiro clinics, massage therapists, personal trainers, and stretching studios. I do not feel my service offering is the same as any of these professional offerings. In fact, in a new customer's eyes, they see that every one of these disciplines will provide them the same outcome to a problem. So, when I'm looking at market demand, I look at what treatments are offered by these other providers, and then I research clients to see what they feel like they're receiving in comparison to what they paid for that service. What I needed to know also, and what I always ask is, what are you looking for in a service? Like, what are your goals? What are you looking for? And I hear that other services do help them, but most of them currently are helping them temporarily, and they're looking for something more. And I get that many, many, many times. I'm going here, I'm doing this, I'm paying for this, I'm doing this weekly, but I'm looking for something more. Now, some really love assisted stretching and wish to continue assisted stretching, but most are going to stop after scheduling a consultation with our stretch mobility coaches. It's all about convenience, guys, and the time that your clients have that goes into this pricing. If your value is higher and it saves them time, they're going to choose your services. The biggest mistake you can make is to start a business, name a price, and not provide better care or services than your competition. And when I was doing my research, I performed a local competitor analysis. I researched and spent time learning about all my collaborating partners. I learned more about their service offerings and their pricing. And in my area, cash PT services typically ran from $80 to $125 for an hour service. Assisted stretching, massage typically cost between $95 and $100 for an hour if they're not a local membership franchise model. Thai yoga would run $150 for a 90-minute treatment, and personal training is typically between $40 to $80 an hour. Now, when comparing these prices and these services, I looked at what the consumer would receive for the price that they paid. Then I looked at what my business cost would be and priced within these pricing results. My pricing is higher because I deliver more than all of these combined into one service, and it's more of a niche offering that clients are looking for so that they pay a higher price for it. They see value in what we provide, so they have no problem paying the pricing that we put out to them. Our product and services also offer more lasting results compared to many of my competitors, and my clients see that as a big value for them. Next, I focused on understanding what my clients are looking for, and I studied consumer behavior and made sure my service aligned with what my clients were looking for. I wanted to personally exceed client expectations with my service, and I've been able to do that for over 10 years now. People that don't sign up always come back to my practice year after year, and if they start with another chiro or stretch company, they still come back. Now, after I did all of this, I explored strategies that fostered long-term relationships with my clients and customers. And in my clinic, I offer a proven treatment method that starts a customer where they are and provides them with a proven result, then shifts them over to a membership model that keeps them away from surgery. I now have over 60 members a month in my Beckett practice, and I teach this system to my PTA owners. And when you follow the things that I did and you base your price on market research, competitor analysis, and value, you're going to be able to close and retain new clients consistently within your business. My stretch mobility coaches confidently charge what they're worth based on a unique value that they bring to all of the clients that walk through our doors. And I help my PTAs by providing them with the pricing strategies that are proven in their area. If you want to know more about how I can help you offer better pricing and to establish a pricing guideline, I offer a free discovery call that will walk you through successful business ownership and what that looks like for a PTA. And I'm going to put the link below for you to click to schedule a discovery call with me. And that call is only going to take about 10 or 15 minutes. And I hope this information was helpful for you. Until next week, I want you to keep moving forward and advancing in your career. See you next week.